Ye Ghana ni ufri Côte d'Ivoire na akokudru Ghana ukudru Ghana na especially we yoba na ye pointer fingers at you na omofi say oba Côte d'Ivoire brabone na obebuye. But it has never been so. But the mass problem we buy and me person me come Ghana ni bia etsi another say in the 90s Ghana former omoba ha say omodi kan ba ha say. And from 80s to 90s, Nigeria for any other nationals every year. But most of them, that time, not to get Ghana card until it was easy. The other nationals, our moye man, take that opportunity to make Ghana card and also Ghana consular card. Emma was a profound the Bonibia, none of Konya meaning. I can say this prostitution yibi. Nti say aban ekokwachi wo mu a na omuhu sa card na ombi fi say ye Ghana ni QNet issue ya ebaye. In fact once in the first place me hu ko shame in such a way say me te say Ghana for ya chichi wo mu edu wo mu aba be hye ba bi say ye do wo mu ko abrochire no. In fact na helper na asifem say ye be hunu se Ghana for ya dada wo mo say ye do mo ko abrochire ye do mo ko Canada ye do mo ko France ye do mo ko Italy. In fact ye dada wo mo kwan bebre so ye adwuma me ye ya bi asem si bebi a na me ko ho a ya na me mo Ghana for nko a ya na me share the community around, I mean the other nations and also other nationals around. Dia metimi bia se meboa wo bibia. Nti na mo matu for over a year. Ma Ecowas leaders in Côte d'Ivoire no mo say. In fact, me bo me ho modene eboa wo bia. Nti other na omo choose me as a leader. Eno na ma wo decided say me the Queen Mother in order to talk on their behalf, in order to support them, in order to really help them in all their.
And ATP, Rade in fear back home, Akan, Nana Abrafi Koto in film, and Sinano, a Yenidium Kwan. Then ATP, Yabe PM, Ewo, Nana Abrafi Koto in fear, Kessie, Ewo. Abidjan kokodi na ene yabo pim nana ene ne betwetwe nkomo ehunu na bakosem ene nhyehyeye ode egu akwan mu ene ma bebre enti no ATP so ana oguso a wo hwe obe subscribe no a share this particular video de ama uyonko no so a hwe bi na obe comment ewo ensem bia e beka na obesi ewa hebia ewo on all our social media platforms. Stay tuned for more news. Yenche hono yebeto aso na yabo pini nana Abrafi Koto ATP Emma happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Nana ATP and a baha and comatritrin one na ATP will be a person Papa same baby a winning ye baby a free any nama sukumpa okoye but me am in Chilimukaka.
As for America Bibia, no me person made that ATP team television as say ne omo anya kwan say omo eba na omo ne yen aba betoto ana say abedi dwumadie kese ya ye nene
na nana obi beka say da bia yehu ewo festival such say emwaye bebia obi ehia mwa bia ne Ghana fo ne me bia yehu na obi mpo enhu enim udin ana bebia ofri na na betumi aboyimu kaka.
Me pacho ye from Nana Abrafi Koto Chirema. Me half of Ghana, and I me half so if you could do. Ghana me ye bruni me free teachma ahemfie me ye teachma chidom edehie ena oba Côte d'Ivoire so a ifiri ebroman ahemfie kese na ewo Côte d'Ivoire eko school kakra ewo teachma krobo STA school ena meko ebiwo sunyane Miracle Preparatory School because ya Central Girls ena me sign Koto aso Europe ena me ba Côte d'Ivoire se me ba ayede abeto me maame atena ha ya che ena my parents no so bebre e wo Côte d'Ivoire esan se ye fa efiri Côte d'Ivoire nti e ba ye se e ba beka abusua na e wo ha se ne so ho nti kakra e pesa me ka fa ho Côte d'Ivoire me free takrum Côte d'Ivoire me free takrum me nana ene papa kwajo bene ko bene ena me nana so efene akusia tamia e wofa ne nana adu bibi a otoso mienu nana oben Tunisia department president nana adinkra ajiman a woye broman hene e wo Côte d'Ivoire ene Ghana maimu ono so eye me papa enti wo sha mabusua ne de emutre yi enti na ema me di sa adwumade ya mo bisame ase
nana ye da wase ene nchire mu nana Ghana Union ekwan be so na Ghana Union start ye review ye ana ahenye we mu nyina Ghana Union ebe mu emrebe
Ghana National Association that's in you can say Ghana Union Ghana for enkabomu eku ewo Côte d'Ivoire yem say 2016 ena me ye imagine say metesa ekoi esan say Ghana for wo high no at times so mu be hu me wo mu some difficulties and as omokwa ahunhia mu a eya na wo mu be hu me eba me boa wo mo ena me hu say Ghana for enkamo mu Ghana for enye baako Ghana for entemu achiche nti me ye madwene se me beti sa ko na matwe Ghana for abomu na ye nyina ya ye baako se de be ya ebetu anamo obi wo ahohiahia mu ana so obi wo haw mu a ebetimi aboa no nti na ma mete sa eko no
ana ye da wase na say na Ghana for a omo ha esi edj Ghana Union etum eho eba nsem anase eye boko
metuma ka se eye boko but na ehia emu echichire mu because na ekuo bebre aba ewo Ghana fo a wo mo ha intemu na eya na mfaso bia emaso enti na bebre enti Ghana kabomu anase Ghana Union no ase ese yetimi ye a lot of campaign yekọ aporaporo ekọ eni wo mo kodi sawoso ekire wo mo Ghana kabomu na yepese ye no emfaso ben na ebenya na semwa ben na edebeboa Ghana fo ai wa ase enti no kwanya me ni wo mo je ne asopamu yi emrantie ne meba youth no mo ko different areas mo ko interior ne other areas ekokobo dawro ekire wo mo se Ghana for ye ka ye hubom na ye baako a ohaw ne abebresa ye komo Côte d'Ivoire no ye betimi ayeden asobo ama asundue aba enti no konya me no ye adwuma ye to make us omoje na sopamu even though it wasn't 100% nemom me feel say the majority of them no eche ye to mo ema bibia eye pe
na okay, it wasn't 100%, but you say BBA no penny year unya no years now unya challenges and difficulties was kwan ya Ghana Union na person dey go akwan
so they make us say it wasn't 100% in a sense ye beto mpanyimfo bi ewo kuro no mu na omo ye leaders of the Ghanaian community and as mpanyinfo a wɔmodi Ghana for no so for over 30 years. Enti wɔn baeɛ no makɔ akɔyɛ sɛbi apart from say meyɛ wɔ hema no na mayɛ part of mmaburu no anaasɛ with my youthful age no ɛkɔbaa sɛ mpanyinfoɔ mmienu bi ɛsɔre sɛ wɔn ɛnte aseɛ ɛma kuo no ɛmɛtena ase. Enti no kɔnya me anim wɔn ha me yie wɔn ɛma no ma mo yɛ de ne kakra ɛma me. Na esan sɛ na me wɔ botaeɛ na me de asi m'ani so sɛ kwan biara so I was determined sɛ kwan biara so ɛma kuo na ba abɛgyina na abɛboa Ghanafoɔ a wɔn wɔ Kodovoa. Eti wɔn yɛ deɛ wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ na me nso me yɛ deɛ mɛtumi ayɛ ɛna nnɛ mo ho sɛ ekuo no agyina ama ɛdɔm no adɔɔso ama yɛ de yɛboaboa Ghanafoɔ a ɛwɔ ha senti. In fact, in everything no anaasɛ adeɛ biara wɔyɛ a yɛse wɔyɛ a womfa ne tɔtɔtɔ saa you will have some challenges along the line. Enti I took it upon myself say from biara so no I will remain focused but minya support so every Ghana embassy officials and the ambassador himself. Enti adwuma no ɛyɛ mere in such a way ma saa mpanyinfo na nkɔmpɛ so mo tena yɛ fa ahodie so ne ɔmo mma kwan ma democracy no because during ɔmo time no na democracy was not working. Na mpɛ so ɔmo control Ghana for no obi a wonim Abidjan Ghanaian community na wonim saa mpanyinfo mmienu bi a mempɛ so mɛbɔ ɔmo de no wonim sɛ na wɔhyɛ saa nkrɔfo no wɔhyɛ Ghana for so ɔmo gyegye ɔmo sika ɔmo yɛ ɔmo ayakayaka de bebree na me nso me bae sɛ I wanted the democracy to go on and as me pɛ sɛ Ghana for enye ɔmo fa ahodie nti in fact it was a very good fight but in all no now I was much more ahead of them because me prepare underground me yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ underground and sana BBI AP. Until the launching was very great. Launching me mobilized over 10,000 Ghanaians. Over 10,000 Ghanaians. Ewa Ghana STC. Now it was really wow. They came from all over Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire in general. They came from Tyria, Bontuku, Sassandra, and other places. Obunyana eba beka yensa ema ye no mobie. And the challenges there, I faced some. Physically and financially also no me now I needed some logistics to move from places to places. I mean Ghana for no yen sheda entefako ebi no mote some interior areas I say ye mobilize and perform amoko eco sensibilize them, talk to them about how the importance of the Ghana Union. In fact, now it needed a lot of logistics, financial support, and a whole lot of. But now me be with my own means. Internet ma minya other financial challenges. But in all, no, now it was good. Maybe I go on.
Inform you no coming for your own digan and we are no one Eddie Ghana free. Obaye, what do you farm? Our plans to announce or more other countries or more.
Well, it was part of becoming by a report library. But initially, that wasn't my intention. Say, me do be family council. The main focus was to bring Ghanaians together. Say you Ghana for no you be ka omabom. Nti me ka omabom no na minya some reports from Ghanaian community. I mean the populations no say profo we kwan say no mo dey fast for mo chichi yesika omo yese. In fact, now I was waiting say at the right time no those people will be called to book because you can see ye jani trada sa na see ye jama na tofa will be a bit me sorry na wɔba bɛdi Ghanafoɔ sɛ sɛ ebia me na meyɛ ɔhene ebia me na meyɛ kasamafoɔ ebia menyɛ problem a obi nya problem a mɛboa wo na wɔde apɔwbɔ bi ɛde gyigyi sika efiri wɔn hɔ abra wɔn nya any support from them enti meyɛ madwe sɛ at the right time I will address that issue but my focus was to make sure say nkabomu na mehwehwɛ no ne democracy no will come to pass. That was what I was doing.
Now to see a object and no targets. That was
me Emma Ghana Union say one. Me buy na Ghana for bebre any Ghana identification card and I say a consular card. Bebre any be. And they were, most of them were they were having the fear of being Ghanaians because of how we are now among some host authorities to be and I say police for a Côte into a Hokrana and no one yet not say ABI won't know high into one year not just obey paper beer and now 2 crana so bar on to share Ghana what the name see into now any paper. My focus now. Say me make sure say Ghana for mo work with was at so a piano be a one consular card. At least majority of them say yent me nya wo nyina kra na at least about 70 to 80% of them there. Obotimi enya sa Ghana consular card. En na kire say wo ye Ghana ni na asem to wa ye betimi e de aboa. Enti me working very hard to fight to say metimi aye den Ghana for no mo ha bia no. You best sensibilize them to get their Ghana identification card, which is the consular card. I bet me at the Abuomo. So be area, you need this document to identify yourself. Echina say, Yame first time and so free more. Edian chest where you Ghana. It's the same document that shows. Enti womo a womo ni bi ni nyina no. We go around, ebia no money baby embassy no. Because the embassy is at a place, and this are the other embassies that were a kind of consular sessions with different communities. Ghana embassy is not like that. And you making sure say yeah, no, as Ghana Union, we are going to represent Ghana embassy because we have reps in different communities. Omo nebe bua ajejin profile card. Ama yetimi aye card na dia mom because ebu ha no ofri kro bi so. Esa oba all the way be ya ne card the man. But say wo leaders, refs, different communities omo na bejeje sa enkrofo omo din omo best set any all the necessary informations na ye no yetimi aka ni nyina de abom e de akoma Ghana embassy so de be ya omo betimi aye omo card amom e na two so de be ya Ghana for ye betimi nya nkabomu ye betimi aye baako na se asem bi si a ye betimi send to wakra na ye bejeje a ye de beboa se yare na nipa na yare a yetimi boa na even though we have started doing it but my main objective say so be yare promo na so ye Ghana ni a yetimi ye moa no e mani nya na yare sa se efie kura na se ye boa na ye de ne kwa ye beboa e de nako na se bi wo firi mu kura na yetimi ayeden anya ne baabi kura prenti se ye kabom na se ye nim ye ho se Ghana fo a se nipa nya ohawa e se yetimi e de eboa no ti in fact me kusu a me stress ye betimi enya sa kabom no ne fa hodie na me hwehwe no so one yen pese host authorities Côte d'Ivoire aban anasempanyifo bi ebe ditumi ebe tietia Ghana fo fa hodie so. That's one of my objectives. I've started fighting for them. Ye two omo for so muni eman no emra so. Ghana for moti Côte d'Ivoire no. Omo bedi eman no emra so na mum ade ba ko ayenso ye hwehwe ne se ye mpese oman no empanyimfo na se policefo ne omo wo man no mu no omo fa emra ense omo nsam na omo tietia Ghana for eyeden e fa ahodie so. Because there were Côte d'Ivoire for and I say Ivorians ewo Ghana. And to be expecting say Ghanaians living in Côte d'Ivoire and so must be more freedom. Living in peace, that nobody would disturb them in their various places and I say, or more juma or more ye. That is one of my main objectives. Say, ombenya omufa ahodie na yebenya nkabo mu na obodwuma a womoye ebetimi ayede akoso amaye.
Na wadawro ye we oba hima ibedru ha to say ahofade ene ahapra to say exchange we oba hima no you bestout as a queen mother, Ghanaian queen mother, saying na nini na asi
Ghanaian queen mother. Esan say me ba ya na me boa Ghana for no na me solve omo problems e de ma omo through Ghana Union no. The launching of the ceremony, the supreme chief and the paramount chief of Ghanaian community ewo hasia. In fact, what the Ghana for 25 to 30 years, Nana appear money. He saw the work that I was doing for at least a year with the Ghana Union Association, at least a year. We say, in fact, me solve Ghana for problem at the moment. And me boa womo ewo ekwan bebre eso. Baby she ya me Ghana for no community bi wo honoma. Ato renchem eto womo. Ema womo no ma nyina ehye nti in fact me tie no me boa me ho ene metoto no ma na sika ne eno mo bebre e de kokoma womo. Nti wenyina no ema Ghanaian communities no womo tie. And so you should be called police station so in temper na mama omo akwakoyi no. In fact, almost I was doing a lot for Ghanaian community within that short time na me buy no. Na me boa Ghana for obi yare a obeti na makwakofa no. Ye beti ye Ghana na ibia wu e da hai ye na eno so mama yakwakofa no e de na kwakop baby sie e de na ma no. And in fact, na for them no I was doing a lot that they needed a leader with such qualities, and as with that leadership quality. Into one year, normal people say, in fact, I was the right person to lead the community. And with that very day that we were launching the Ghana Union Association, they installed me as a Ghanaian queen mother of the Ghana community in Côte d'Ivoire. And in fact, it was in the presence of Ghana embassy officials. I mean, the consular was there, and in the presence of the Ivorian authorities. No more Ghanaian communities, so over 10,000 of them were mobilized. In fact, they all accepted in good faith. Say, meet me abwa. Without having that position, already. They needed a leader just like me to help them have their freedom, their liberty, then also to have the democracy. Because now the youth know it me any to do whatever they want to do, because we know so the world today belongs to the youth. Until now, nipa bebra yaka womasha na womuntimi into the system. No, I came out to make sure say omono beba out in the system. Until this is what I did, and I choose to me as the Ghanaian queen mother.
You Nana, and so far, would you to say Ghana for our community? No, I am satisfied since you win.
But you was saying you come for no. And well, from my side, I know even if I'm not so satisfied, I think 90% satisfied. Because my team Abua are creating different departments and I said leaders in the various communities. Eba him fobi as a Mississippi na yetimi omo representing yen ewo Ghanaian community no. I've done that. There were Ewa communities, there were northern communities, there were Akan communities. I mean, we have all the Muslim communities and all over. It may make sure say, and I am minimum paying for atenase who say if you have leaders omo akwakoye yasoni yani ewo omo communities because just like Ghana embassy they cannot see whatever is going on in our communities and I mean so I cannot see whatever is going on in our various communities ti mai mpanyimfo bia omo de da ya no ewo communities na asemba omutimi freyen eka kire yen ya mo guidelines say problem ba how they can solve it on their own it would be by be no omutimi solve omo de ba yanim omo e de ba ye na say e ma yen so ye den yes solve ye bo mo solve until with the leaders alone that we have put on the ground and a problem is we are by solve no matter what since I came near me who problem about me to me and solve all yeah problem be about and I jokura na ye friend me midnight I have to assign some people to go and solve it until well I may not say 100% but I'm yet to because with if I get maximum support I think I may get to the 100% I want but so far so good with the previous leaders no more back on obia enim adwuma pa maye for the first 3 years na my Ghanaian community anono as a queen mother no ma in fact maye no more be free
na we mu na mlam who mo bia we free private and public sector na authority for
oh yes nipa bia enyamwa no matter how strong you are no matter how powerful I may be I still need support every Ghana abainho because dealing with the humanity is not an easy job and dealing with the people is also not an easy job. Intimestre Ghana by na sim for ewo prom hasi. I mean the rep of the Ghana president, the ambassador to be of the help. Because we need one logistics to go around. Assemblies here, I use my own means. And I say we need financial support. Assemblies here, me and Kasa Misika Naija, medical run, me support so and for when they are sick, will be free more. And I will be in this capra the like I'm doing a lot. I'm doing all that I can do to help the orphanage here. We have Ghanaians or more parents in the home. And more schools, so we try to campaign instead of yet to point about be man so ye man bet me a school. Na omodachi so atimaye dachi papa. Enti ye border road you go so ye call run, ye educate the people. Say in fact, said the bear will be a bet me a man about school. Nina is Kassem. Ghana for your problem and Nina is Kassem. You will not do anything without say Unyiska. But we Nina come rasunina, me and Cassana my wedding. Yakasambia ni wa yiska bia mama say bia na Abrafi adwuma wo ye dey say mouth say to continue doing the work and as we are supporting you. I've not gotten that but adwuma kakra me ye na me dey support to Ghanaians community wo hase is voluntary. In fact mesre say aban betimi aboa public sectors NGOs and I will be bia me anga some me foundation also. We be our person na Ghana Union no ekuo na ye no ombetimi a support na ye dey aboa Ghana for problems to come hyperty. If I mean to tell you how much I spend a month me dey aboa Ghana for enyeska kuma now ye be hwe say mo bia amfiri ba bia manti go skapra edan ma ebesa ti mestre so bibia nyame beka na kuma obi bia wo bi na obe na adwe so peso wo boa e ma ye de boa ye nuan mo ma beka akwanto mu e bia na woni bi kura wo peso obeko back akwanto mu semo ye na ma bebre woni bi obenya anka wakọ back e wo fie nso wanyina no ye ti aye ko support wo mo ti ye be stress obi biara wo nyame aboa na bibi kakra ato ne nsa no omo ana ye moa ejanka na omo hasin enkura omo nko school omo doso. One of my objectives say girl child education can also go on because enkura no bebre, especially fishing omo dealing with fisheries no omo de omo ma no omo ye nyuma bia no kwanya me ne menso ani nti akura ne da ache wanyina ya ade a me fight say enkura no betimi akosco nti mehia moa
na asking before Ghana community na ya na how best and na to be power nas
Ghana for meeting no meeting I mean our gathering. Oh, not really problem as such, but who say Ghana for no ebi no ya to trust them na ye wo mrantie bi wo ye mu a still omo esubanya wo mu bu no ensani eti obi wo hono ma wo ba na obi kan ye wo twa bi mana tie basa no ebetima ma but ever since me started being hosting these meetings, you know, me nya problem there as such. The security is always tight. I get myself prepared, and in fact, almost say they don't do that. Into me said that we tell you the truth. The one buy a kind of pressure. You might quite to express yourself. Won't see be a seer. Ultimate ebisa. You might Ghana embassy officials or mobile. Na ebia how bia no echiro o madwene so no omo ba na omo ne ebedi nkomo nti eho no there is kabi mami kabi we allow you to express yourself na won so wa kire wa adwene o wa futuo bia when you bring it we accept it nti yen sheda nya problem bia such wo your meeting ase
the community Ghanaian community in general yeah ultimately yen your how I would say a close
ebi no mutiminya a house that ye can say obu on mo okrum ha wonya ni paper bia oni paper as a Ghanaian but microphone mi so e Ghana ni nti problem bi ba sometimes ya na you find it difficult to identify the family ebi si na anu ada wohine bi a watena ko mo for over 40 years I was so a community leader wohine Mikrano, I don't know him personally. It's just about a month ago, and I'm attending Council Yare. Yakeka yensa no enya skaka kama ne say, and Kayemfa no ko Ghana. But Ghana kon be bom en komu no mo sia de na yeden. Yemfa no Koto hospital. Ye bo ka bi ese ebo bia no. De nyame beye na woye. Ofiri mo no oni busuani. Yenim na busuafo yine ne whereabout. In fact, na akwakwa ye den amame. Me ma Ghana embassy mpayinfo etiye. Into mo ma letter to bury him. Because at times who nim the parents and now kokosie ne na se kira ne ba bi ba. No be ka se bia me papa ne asumasi. Na owu ye ne mosie na brama moya mane ani nyina na ya na ye hawo etiye sunti. Yenya kwachi letter from the embassy. Mo ma the authorization letter say yenya the yesie no yetimi esie no ne basa na ka ne so kra ba be dos we ya mekan abijan iskamu yetia aka 1.2 something ne mochre kana be da ho na ye hwehwe busuafo no ne kro ne ba no kwanya miene mi ye boka Ghana skamu is over 25,000 Ghana cedis tiskano 250 million saka no nyina no atam se ya na ba beda me so ye kase communities no kura jeje entobo a ya na wo monje neje no aye kana na ewo ho no nti ka bebre ho no ma esa na abeha adwene na yenim na busuafo a ne nyina so etimi ba beda me so ene ye mpanyimfo no a omo community no so na se ye tise atoronchem asibe bia ne so ya na edoso ni nyina no ye hawa bia na me feel say but in all ne dey me hunu how bia is super me for now apart from the QNet issue which I think we will have time to talk about it but for now no I don't really have such problem.
Nana Yedawase. 80 episode, and now so Osha, Nana Abrafi Koto, Ghana Queen Mother, and then I made it in fee apartment in 80 Yabatina, and then nation from over. You knew my pa, they might commit, and they money, what they actually done will be 80. Nana, Ecowas Queen Mother, and also Ebenezer.
But what is Sabi? Ecowas Queen Mother. Adwuma me ye bi. Asem si baby a na me kɔ hɔ a. Na me mmoa Ghana fonko a. Na me share the community around. I mean the other nations and also other nationals around. Dia metimi bia se meboa wo bibia. I don't really demolition be echo so a na nko so mutu that area na omo edoso pa Ecowas for na omo live was that area na felt to be ato e wo poor boy side na edoso omo ye over 80,000 people nti na nka ba bia omo te no me you no pese obubu ho na nko omo de ye adwuma foforo but me sorry gina me nice e boae ene aban panyifo kasae because now omo ni baby to resettle them nti ekoba asa na ese me bomode na ye ma omo tena honom anto say ye benya baby edo omo akọ me ye ma dwene kura asa na nka me pe different area to resettle them nti wanyina ya na mo bia metu ya Ecowas national sa no omo ho no omo ene gieye ena baby a mekọ bia sa hospital kura na mekọ akọ Ghana for a I make sure say me visit other nationals. Nti na mo me matu for over a year. And ma Ecowas leaders in Côte d'Ivoire no mo say in fact me bo me homodene eboa wo bia. Nti other na omo choose me as a leader na me nkoye omo spokesperson and as a kasamafo ewa aban mo esan say I have very good contact with the host authorities. Okay, and on my woman decided say, me the Queen Mother in order to talk on their behalf, in order to support them, in order to really help them in all their challenges. And until I had me see so as the Queen Mother of Ecowas.
Now, Ecowas Queen Mother in Ecowas countries, if I can Ecowas, I say, communities will be in home countries. Only women na interim etc.
Well, I am okay with them. I am okay because I got to know most of their communities leaders before I was even the Queen Mother. So far, so good. I am okay. We have common platform. Omunya problem, they come to me. Or they always come to me to see how best I can solve their issues. And I'm also, I visit them, my problems or more facing, or more challenges, and how to solve them. I don't have Burkina for Ebahase, or more if there is any chieftaincy affairs and as or more chieftaincy problem, I hear some. We see a community who are now and from you diso. Omo de nyina ba me no omo kasa e know how to solve them said be ya basabasaye in our community. Burkina, Senegal, Mali, like Niger, almost all of them are working with me. Me no omo problem.
Now, I've only authorities. So no me and then saying I was in Musa in Kutamudi and Ghana for Ghanaian communities I've only authorities say they are Ghanaian they are more Ivorians for assassins. Saying I was in that relationship here I work Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire.
Oh, let me adawase. Medawasepa was a question well. For now, with our current state and as government now, I'm not a politician. I just want to clarify that. But with this current government, I think the foreigners are doing well. Not only Ghanaians, all the other foreigners, no, they are doing well. Because I quite remember during the 90s, I mean 98, thereabout, about somewhere 2010. Now, in fact, we have one hour from where I'm super. Free baby to second the sejour. And so we need a police foot Mitchell. Now you're the work out to just in fact, almost share a walk one power from us. They chill no one paper be our one. Yet Mitchell or normal Usikane, I did be a war. Now you're the work out to watch no baby. And in fact, will be a water from where you chepa. And the difference between the current government and I say the difference between the problems, the relationship between the foreigners and the Ivorian authorities. Now, what we saw some 20 to 30 years ago. In fact, for now, the foreigners are okay. Ghana for our work room has money. Ivorian authorities are okay. Money should any problem can still be as such. Even though it be no shassia, and it is everywhere. The police need be a Ghana and be na say Mrakwan ne be na wajene hu bibi kakra, and it is almost everywhere. Even your own country, yet me desire. Name mum say a casa buying now what is on a bema kwanyama, just share a whole ni bread here. No, it's not a idea HM. Not that I am inside with what the president is doing, no. But yenim chronomo, yenim ahofo, even the opposition parties cannot tell. Say the foreigners are okay in this country. The foreigners are doing well in this country now with this new government or with the government, the current government. The foreigners are doing well. You said that so we are police near us, we are buying people before and I will share what will be anibra Emran Wahono Mose Emrano any woody. It Ghana for any problem. Ghanaians are not having problem with the host authorities, with the foreign authorities. If there's any problem, they will come to us. And I also yet the bit my be as a Ghana ni foreign authority be a Wobesha Ghana ni be any brebiano. Yenim study a bit me amaya dina family council. So Ghanaians are doing well here.
Na Ghana for sister Ghana for more and Ghana for Ghana or more perception be. More perception be as I say or be or say Ghana ni be free her up Ghana more sa adwin or more genius time bra woman mo ba ha ko e be boy sa se me what see that now an ka experience be e fear now background that.
Oh yes. Midofo bisa sempa. One of the biggest problem yewo. Essence we Ghana ni ufri Côte d'Ivoire na akokudru Ghana ukudru Ghana. Na especially we oba na ye pointing fingers at you. Na omofi say Oba Côte d'Ivoire brabone na obebuye. But it's never so. It has never been so. Enya no credit bi ada. Kana for Emma e wokruma say ye adwuma. Ye boy ye ho bond. Ye boy ye ho modern pa ubeko around me akra me bedi ade ya na say for over 15 years me started working with the Ghanaian community. In fact, Ghana for my ebinumo etontoma ebinumo eye omo fishing they do their normal trading. Ebinum etont pabwa fosu ni chese they are all working very hard. Na ye kai sa subamboni ya mo kai Ghana no prostitution they do it over there. And the end mean cause Ghana for no nyina they don't do that work. But that's very few of them. But the mass problem whereby and me person me come Ghana ni bia etsi another say. In the 90s, Ghana former or mobile high say or modi can buy high say. and from 80s to 90s. No. Nigeria for any other nationals, but most of them, no, that time, no, not to get Ghana card until it was easy. The other nationals, no, our Moyemba, no, take that opportunity to make Ghana card and also Ghana consular card. Emma was a profound the Bonibia, none of Konya name. I can say this prostitution be. And say I buy a copachu or more. Na omuhu saa card na ombefi say ye Ghana ni na ya cheno edeneko. Enti eno na beye anunguase pa even Côte d'Ivoire ha ya ebidum ye nam ha ya ma no bia omonam ha yetimi kase bia bia saa adwuma ne na woye. Saa adwuma ne na woye a wode ye de wode hwe ne ho so ana ase wode bɔ ne bra but ente sada. Obia betima for runs. Maybe wherever you are, you can come to Côte d'Ivoire, go around and see Ghanaians are doing well. They are doing their own normal works. They are doing their normal works like you see in Ghana and everywhere. Ghana for emboy Germany ewukrum hase. Ghana for ma emboy Germany wukrum hase. Asikurana that was years ago. Eno krano ena machire mu ne say other nationals wo mo kadante o mo yusu Ghana kadante edidi boni bebre apart from sebi adwamambo no ne prostitution no mo ye no na ebinum toton no ma boni cocaine ni kro ne ba sa no mani nyina not all of them were Ghanaians. Not all of them were Ghanaians. Enti yentimi nka say Ghana fo no omo ba ya mbebo ebrabo ne tie be sre Ghana fo obi Africa du ba mo hwemu na mo nye mo verification ehu se Ghana for amebo brabo ne bia wa ye adwuma me America say me estate developer me entrepreneur me ye adwuma ene na me de poor Ghanaian communities ye wo ma no bi saa wo mo eye adwuma kese wo mo aware nipa titiro kruma se ebinum kru ye ministers ebinum kru ye mayors deputy I'm seeing a whole lot of that respect we want to have it back. That's it.
That's it. It's no share here, and I can tasem kese ba ko a na yese will be any to Ghana now what I saw that perception now so nana akani na entino Ghana ni e wo Côte d'Ivoire na wo abija titi wa e modern bo e adwuma pa anu bia e no wa anu se we mu na obi mi tie o ATP na sa enyuma nyina mu say na we see combine with professional job and professional business any sa Ecowas and Ghana community and she na say na we see go
me akase by God's grace everything is going on well. Adiebiano is about management. It's about how you organize yourself. And I've organized this in such a way that minya time at the year at the share majumaso. And I minya time also at the share other positions that I'm hosting as a Ghanaian community leader, as a Ghana Union Association president, and also the Ecowas Queen Mother. I am able to, because my leaders are almost age many be mammy. I've organized this in such a way that they help me to do the work. It's a manoma echo from Kakramami. Anything a man meet me combine the both work with that work. And with a community job, not all the time, and I like sometimes weekly. And there are some activities go on my meet me assign some of the leaders to go on my behalf. It's a idea me check a chumano Emma emuye merekakra edemami yo enkrofo omoboame. Yeah.
Na o festival actually festival national de l'Afrique. I trying to film.
Yes.
The Abdom, any ahemfo, akyirikyiri, any may money to say, amanfoɔ so nyinaa aborɔfo nyinaa ɛbɛhyia ATP this year ne yɛwɔ hɔ yɛhunu deɛ ɛkɔɔ so ne nyinaa no ho nhyehyɛeɛ ne fena no nso ɛbɛbie ne sɛ
Fena a festival national of African living in Côte d'Ivoire and abroad. A festival I created it to bring African nationals together. It's a way of creating unity amongst ourselves. Say edin kabumu bema yen African for now. This continent. And the reason why I created it, it's a festival ni yeshia ema yehunu yehu. Ema yenyado ewo yehu. Ema yehunu the cultures of the other nationals. Say biana Burkina Faso the womo asa, womo aduane, the way the food that they eat. Nigeria for so the womo, the Togo for the womo. It is a way of promoting our African culture and traditions. But ya who say mebunu ya kwachi anase ya chai ye culture ye nananom edi chai ye no. Ya mamre no eni ya manie no ye chai edi atoho. Enti ye pese emrantie ni meba no womo call back ye fe bi se sankofa emrantie ni meba no etimi ehu se ye culture no eye the best. Enti we nyina ka ho bi na ye ma ye create sa festival ya every year bia no ye shia. You show your culture, we educate, we give them information as to how African nationals can live together in harmony. Living together in a different community, we can live together. It's a idea, your person, you know, you're tenacity, a boom say, a busia barco, and now for 4 barco, said the bear, you bet me problem by, you bet me a solver. FINA is all about promoting African culture and also how creating unity among Africans in this very continent and all over the world. So if you ask me anything about FINA, I think Kabumu Ebapa, Panifo, if you all over the world, and I hope also Eba share the traditions, Ayano Honum, Yamamreni Yamani, a very, very nice festival. And it creates also investment because in Penifo and free among any other places, Eba or more etimi any kind of investment to do. That is all that I want to tell you about FINA.
One place say Abrafi 2025 the next edition ATP Babacon near no idea of free. Now foundation a day you must
the foundation is to help the orphanage. The person orphanages, Bia in Jankano. Yeah, the boy me call around once a while. Me call around. Eco orphanages, eco koshomo, a support to with whatever they need and something of that nature. Me say at the boy old ages. You can say the French for come be a troisième âge. And penny for one year abrosono, a beer no more near Busia for I show mo. Omo Busia for Krana, Nipa winning drew baby and no say about the Akora. The Basana, Nabusia Fono, and no more citinamono, a bibia wono. Timeno, my made the assume who said, once a while be a miko rounds, at the cobois or more money. Na said the bear or more citinamo or moon roto, and no more help or more apple mudinano, a yadia meboa. And I may try some meboa with the girl child education, so said the bear, and Maya no bet me a school. Na also ababeye the penny pap because what men can do, women also can do. It may be more than some boy mapa more conkind at the CMO or with their education. And I help in various disaster and as a CBC, I go around to support them. The foundation in the no more be brave. I had a boy humanity.
So this particular question Emma youth at the woman who problem in some of the we can't kill this program. Say now, see who and share them why
QNet issue, yeah, a buy. In fact, once in the first place, me who could shame in such a way, say, me take Ghana for ya chichi womo, edu womo babe sheba bisa yedu womo ko approach no. In fact, na a helper na sifim. Say, you be hunu se Ghana for ya dada womo say yedu womo ko approach yedu womo ko Canada, yedu womo ko France, yedu womo ko Italy. In fact, yedada womo kwan bebre so. Emma Ghana for do bebre ebedi krom hasia ya camp womo some various uncompleted places na ye show mo ni bre ye mo aduani ni omutimba bedi be 1 year 6 months 8 months and even 2 to 3 years wunya ba bedru na ye ji osika ye ma okwan ma wonko bi na ye stress won so betwe obi edinaba in fact ebeto manim no me ye dia metimi aye bia ne Ivorian authorities no ene Ghana embassy for I think say about for now no 80 people yet me actually womo ama omakwa kodi womo awofo no ensa ewo Ghana no ma police fo kokochi nkrofo na womo no akampo sa nkrofo we no ma police fo kochi womo na ichai we no me ma womo ba bi dae esan provide transportation edo mo ko ya kodru border ekroso ye mo mo kokodi omo awofo anase omo busuafo ensa na ni nyina no na akwakọ yesika sempa na mia ene so ye me all means na me de support ye ma Ghana for na omo ho beka mu wo ha ekoye but yes so ye won krofo a omo chi sa QNet no edi yes so ye won krofo a omo dada womo edo womo aba but asem kakra me pese me ka kire Ghana fo a obia wo tie me ne awofo say there's nothing like going to Canada through Abidjan. There's nothing like going to France through Abidjan. Obi dada wo say koton wo busua japade fasika we bra udru ho obe wode bi besoso na wad aboa ma wode wako Canada na say US or any European countries bia na me poacho enye no creda. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There is genuine way of going to abroad without going through QNet. A very risky and very dangerous game. It must Ghana for bibia washe me anasa what about QNet issue no say. Onto ni nua before na ni nua no so onto before. Very very important. Very very important. There's nothing like going to abroad through Abidjan via QNet. QNet no. Omonfa adepa bia ema ye de obekwa akọhye ebon bi mu ye ma oduani ni ye beji usika nyina omo ede eha beba ebebro etimi ankasa no I've seen it and amaboa Ghana for bebre amon akọ Ghana and yenim how the pains that they are going through ebi wo hokra na wonye QNet for no bi but it sense so wakoye accomplice no ye chi wo ma ye chi ne ka ho nti wan hwe ya obabi so wo kwa abrochire na ya chi no na odam nti obi aye na adwo so wo be fa ya kwa abrochire e wo sa ankrofo bo so a be mo achew monye den ntu omofo me da ase
wo hwe ye na wontie nso a na wa ma oni aka ho e wo QNet na what did you football?
Oh yes manage football but me ni akoma me de football.
And the only command the Ghana Black Stars are qualified ever Côte d'Ivoire precisely Abidjan ha and in America done the other to Ghana matches ever ball Felicia football stadium or platform now and she been and why I found as Ghana and Ecowas member?
Oh, the American Ghana for a masse. Yeah, dear, yeah, preparation. And Ghana Blasters. Yeah, no, I walk Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, dear, I ready, I chem. Into Musumonia prepare pa and son of Mum, maybe any mass or Ohio. Yes, Remo. Ghana for yes, Remo. Yeah, ready. Ah, yeah, to be, yeah, dear. Yeah, feel the cap on a cry, yeah, Jerry, it yes, Remo, maybe any master. But I'm be as my any master, I had any much you. Enti ya prepare ye beju o ma wa too na ye de empaibo e beta wo mochi ye nim se Ghana for to say mo ye adwuma pa Ghana Blaster for ye hu se mo bobo yi ne mu mo nyere mo na mo nye training mo se de be ya mo ba mo de anije be hye ya from mo ma ye sre mo pa Ghana Blasters.
That tournament is a very prestigious event for Africa and say a big deal of now oye Ecowas money and Ghana Queen money the committee be in charge on which we have Ghana for
Oh well, me am semi to kwan na me bedu ye no my imagine say me ne other communities no be share na if the need be na ye be mobilize some people to be in charge to welcome them. And then we have decided, especially with the Ghanaian community, no, many embassy from paying for Akasa. So, money we babet na sena, and wa will be here, no, or more, and my anymore year. Now, Yanni Ghana for and penny for I will have seen on the Ghanaian leaders, no, and yet the engine home. Now, you look on a passer, you be welcome more in a very beautiful way.
Nana, best player, any blasters.
What besides some more? But I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to. I don't know whether. In fact, me mama inko ye boni me your bad time, Mr. Me your bad time. Me they are all my people. Me choose so out of them. They are all doing well. They are all my best players. Me feel say I'm okay with them. Me share any problem was our side. Mpaye na ye bosse obia ba obenya apomodin na wachina na naso na omo edin kunim die at least to be part of the finals no krana is my hope and it's also my prayers say yebeko yenim pa na me chidi pa say me ogidi wo Ghana fomu say yebeko yenim
na ogidi wo Ghana Blasters say yebeko yenim it's Blasters wo mo ba so no na yeso nyanyije ewo nana ye de sa accommodation every 2024 agenda and expectations anything
well my expectations there say nyankopon mama pomodin nyame enka me ho wa bre nyina nyame ema me nyansa a metime aye enuma ye a meye nyame emma me aboafo a obetimi asomase obi obetimi aboa bia no obeba beka me ho na yaboa ama African ama obu forward yaboa ama Ecowas nations akonkan na yaboa ama Côte d'Ivoire and now Ghana because me have here Ghana me have here Côte d'Ivoire na ansa na me wie no me pese me den chia kese e ma mabusuafo mo Ghana medical achia nana krobo hene awoye titom hene e wo techiman traditional council oye ye hene awo krobo mechia me ofa no ma mo wo wanchi ifiri wanchi apejafie me wanchi tafo ehima eso ewo honom nti mechia twafo abusuakuo ni nyina wanchi mechia me mobusuafo mo wo Ghana sunyane Dr. Fojo Emilia Jemfua Nes abusuafo mo wo Kumase apeja emse apeja fie na metena aye na mekɔ secondary school esan sɛ meyɛ aduanan so nti wanchi kumasi apeja fie ɛhɔ na metena aye mekyia apeja fie fo nyinaa meda wo mo ase ɛwɔ titiye pa wo mo de ma me ye meba Côte d'Ivoire so a mekyia nana adinkra a wɔyɛ Broman hene nana dinkra ajeman oye Broman hene me papa no nana adu bibi wono so ye me ofa nana oben nyas wono so eye me uncle na chia Ghana fo empanyimfo a wo mo ha se nana apia morning on ye the supreme chief of Ghanaian community for so many years waye adwuma aboa Ghana fo pa anti ye mo na baso me dana se obeka me ho wodene tama bomedia no ayeboa amagana fo akwanimo mechia me maame owo mi ene Ghana fo leaders Ghanaian leaders na mo ha nyina wo mo support me ebo adwuma me ye Ecowas national leaders I want to greet them for their support me salute mechia the government in power no the host authorities in fact mama adwuma na me ye no aye easy ama me omo support me sometimes problem bi ba omo adwuma no eye mre current both current and the former prime minister have been very supporter omo de mame like the current one has been supportive to me and the former one also was very nice to me in the work that I'm doing. The government of Côte d'Ivoire, they have accepted the work I'm doing in good faith. And I promise to work hard, to cooperate, to collaborate with them so that foreigners living in Côte d'Ivoire and also the Africans here, in order for us to live in unity, in order for us to live in harmony, in order for us to live as one people, one nation, one continent, and one family. Thank you so much. Medase. Oh, my birthday, Nyankopon de 1 year, Edia coming home. May that will be what me I contributed to in celebrating of this birthday. May that will be biase. May that owo me ase nipa wode me ba wiase. Nyame nhyira no nyame ntone nkwamu. Nyame enye den emma na koma so ade nyina emremu. May that obi awa wish me happy birthday through our national platform. And our friend I wish me birthday. Mpanyinfo a wo mo be che me akyede ana wo mo de no ma ebreme obi bia wa supporto me boys me maya wo nyina eboa ma me birthday aye successful bia no in fact me sinya me hyira mo nyame enka wo ho nyame ema obi bia de wa hwere ne time with their money no bia no enye go back to them enti me bompa esi nyame be mama nyine akye na maye adwuma pa e de aboa African for and Ghana mine, Côte d'Ivoire mine, Medamasi. Medamasi, 80 people.
Happy birthday,
Medasi.
We are 80 people, Anna Ubinam, and they Yabanana Abrafi Koto Efi, and they a birthday, I say. Enya grow hakura into ATP entertainment CE edit videos na aka nyina ne the party the festival no nyina ebe to aso ede amamo 18 no Wednesday so edamasi